story of Maurice Burstein and Fega Burstein. In here you will find his family. His father, Leib Burstein, his Burstein. Fega Burstein, in a picture in their 1930s, in a ballet that she did in Havana, Cuba, with her sister Rose. And here we find my father with his brother Teddy and his sister May. This was probably done in Cuba sometimes in the 1930s. For Maurice and Fega Burstein, starting on the left with
Linda Burstein,
Mark Burstein,
Julie Burstein.
Camera.
What date were you born?
June the 2nd, 1902,
Where?
Wilkomir, town of Wilkomir. And I was the 6th in the line of the children.
Where is Vilkomir, Dad?
Lithuania,
In Europe, right?
Europe, Lithuania, Europe. The port belonged to Russia. And after the second World War, Lithuania got be free. It's the Republic. The Republic of Lithuania.
You were there?
And
Let me ask you some questions also. Tell me your father's name, your mother's name, your brother's, sisters.
my father's name is Leib Burstein. My mother's name Hayeto Grossman Burstein.
Uh-huh.
And my grandfather, like me, Moshe Burstein,
Is that on your father's side?
father's side.
Uh-huh. And the mother?
Mother's side, Isaac
Isaac Grossman.
Grossman.
And how about the mother? On your father's side, the mother.
My father's side is Mauke.
Oh, okay.
And my mother's side is Shoret.
Sorry. Do you remember any farther back than that?
Back what?
Your great-grandparents, you know the
I
names?
know. Great grandparents, I don't know.
Were your parents born in Vilkomir?
My father born in Wilkomir, yes.
And by your mother?
My mother born in
Well, if you remember later, we'll go back.
Close to Germany.
Close to Germany. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about your brothers and sisters. The oldest brother?
Brother Dave, and one
He's
sister,
still alive.
Huh?
Dave, that's still alive.
still alive.
And he lives where?
In Mr. Bay.
How old is he?
He is born in 1893.
1893.
1893.
Okay, next.
Next was a sister. My sister passed away.
Uh-huh.
Then it's Terry.
What's your sister's name?
Esther.
Okay.
She passed away.
Okay.
How old was she when she passed away?
6 months.
Young.
Okay.
Then is my brother Terry
Right.
and my sister Golda. My sister Roch and then me. After them, after me, I have a sister Basse, Mauke, brother Mordechai, and Kolov.
Who's still alive?
Still alive is Dave,
How old is he?
96 years.
96.
96, 97, 93.
Okay.
And
You're next in line, right?
next in line, then Mordechai and Kovet.
I see. Okay.
The other one in the war, in Third War,
World War II.
World War II, they killed Germany.
Uh-huh.
They took and killed everybody.
Right.
Nazis, yeah.
The
Right.
Nazis.
Teddy died in Oyster Bay,
Sarah died in Oyster Bay. May
and Malke died just
Oyster Bay.
3 years ago.
Oyster Bay.
Right, 3 or 4 years ago in Oyster Bay also, in Long Island.
Yeah.
That's where they lives, in Long Island.
Yeah, Long Island.
Okay, tell me a little more about your hometown. What's it like? How large was it?
My hometown was a nice town. It was Hebrew gymnasium, Jewish gymnasium, and Russian and Lithuanian Poland. All this was
Different people from all different... Uh-huh.
all schools. All the
Like a
schools
high
was
school.
high school.
Uh-huh.
And I started to learn 6 years. I start in a Jewish school.
Uh-huh.
A rabbi teach me. Then we have
What did they teach you what? Religion?
religion, and what the
But
nation, Jewish nation is.
Uh-huh. How about regular school?
Then I have a regular school, Russian school.
Uh-huh.
Then I learn in both schools at the same time.
Oh, you went to school both?
Both, from 8 to 10 in the Russian school.
8 to 10 in the morning?
in the morning.
2 hours?
2 hours.
Uh-huh.
And from 10 to 6, the Jewish school.
10 till 6 in the afternoon?
10 to 6 afternoon, yeah.
And you stop for lunch?
The lunch, we take the lunch into school.
You take, uh-huh.
And when you come home after 6, you have to make the lessons the lessons from the school.
homework.
I saw more. How many languages did you speak?
Before I speak Russian, Lithuanian, Jewish, German. Jewish and German is similar.
Right. So you had, when you went to school, you had to learn, you studied in Russian.
Russian.
And how come there were no Lithuanian school?
Lithuanian is forbidden. It was forbidden.
Oh, it was forbidden.
Yeah. You don't have a Lithuanian school there.
Oh, because it belonged to Russia.
It belongs to Russia. It's forbidden. You cannot teach, when you teach Lithuanian, you have a fine.
I see. I didn't realize that. Now, how come you were allowed to study Yiddish or Hebrew?
Hebrew.
Hebrew.
Yeah. And before 1914, I finished the school, Russian school. I have the high school.
That's 12 years old.
I'm 12 years old.
Uh-huh.
12, 13 years old.
I see.
12 to 13. When I come
Were you bar
to
mitzvah?
come to bar, I can go to the school.
Did you have the bar mitzvah?
Bar mitzvah, I have nothing in Wilkamir. My bar mitzvah was out from the Wilkamir.
Oh, it wasn't in where? In Russia?
No, in Lithuania, but not in...
Not in Vilcomir. You moved from Vilcomir?
You move not. We live in Wilkamir at night time. Then they come in the war, the first war, the Germany.
Uh-huh.
The German beat the Russian.
Right.
And the Russian figured the Jews spy from the Germany.
Uh-huh.
The same language, they spy from Germany. They come, hello, 24 hours you have to leave the town.
The Russian said you had to leave the town.
24 hours.
Right.
It was in 1915.
Okay, but before you left the town, let's go a little farther. What did your father do?
My father we have our grocery,
Uh-huh.
and we have land, farmer.
Oh, he farmer also?
Oh yes, he's farmer. We have people that work in his land. They have a lot of land.
What type of product? What did he grow?
He grow
Potatoes.
potatoes, he grow wheat, he grow everything.
Uh-huh.
And big, light. Oh,
Now, when you were young, all you did just go to school? Did you work? Did you do anything else?
no, that's the school.
Just to school. You didn't help doing anything.
No.
Okay. Did any of your
Yes,
brothers? Did any of your brothers or sisters work with your father?
Dave, it was home. Dave.
Uh-huh.
Dave lived in town, look at me in 1912.
His daddy.
No, the fourth Teddy was before 1910. Teddy was before 1910.
Uh-huh.
And Dave lived in town 1912.
Where did he go?
He go to Long Island.
Oh, he went to Oyster Bay in 1910.
1912.
Okay.
They have their uncles.
I see.
Uncle Sal and Uncle Jacob and Sidney was there and cousins.
So he was 19 years old when he went to the United States.
Who?
Dave,
18 years.
18 years old.
Yeah. He
Okay.
lived the time but they want to go to the army. He
Uh-huh.
want to go to the army. He lived the time. In 1912. And Ted lived in 1910.
Right.
Two brothers never go well together. They had to fight every day. And Dave
Oh, Dave and Teddy always fought?
always fight.
Uh-huh.
Winter time, they have the door, all the doors open. After them to fight. Yeah. And Dave, a few years before, my mother couldn't stand them. Then they sent it to my grandfather. And what is that?
Was your grandfather lived in Wilkemere?
No, my grandfather in Mount Paul. No.
Where?
Well, is Russia, no?
No.
Well, nothing Mount
Let's remember the time. Well, they sent Dave to my grandfather.
Uh-huh.
And he stayed there 2 years, and after they come back, and still they fight. Then they have who first to go to the United States, the president, named the rifle.
Rifle school.
It's between Dave and Ted.
Oh, a raffle. You had a
Yeah.
raffle, I see.
Yeah.
And who won?
Ted.
Teddy went to the United States first?
1910.
I see. And then Dave went.
And then in 1912, Dave.
I see.
Yeah. And in 1914 he come back. Teddy come to visit
Uh-huh.
from Oyster Bay.
What do you remember?
He was working with my cousin, my father's cousin.
In Oyster Bay?
Not in Glencoe.
In Glencoe, I see.
And he come back in 1914.
Now, what did he say about America in those days?
He loved American, he liked American. He come just to visit.
Uh-huh.
And after them go back to the United States.
I see.
But he have 18 years
Uh-huh.
and he come back. And he cannot come in 19, 20 years, then he have to go to the army.
I see.
Then he come in 1914 to go back in 1915.
I
And
see.
then come to start the war.
Uh-huh.
Then he cannot go back. Come.
Now, when did you, in 1914, the Russians made you leave Wilkemere?
Yeah.
And where did you go? And who went?
My father have an uncle. In Vilna, they have just the state, governor state,
Uh-huh.
have to leave. In Vilna, can't stay there. From my town, from Wilkemere to the town where my father's uncle lived, is about 15 miles. And then it belongs to Vilna. Then we come, and it's further, we go over there to Bogoslavosk, the name.
Is that in Russia?
No, in the same Russian, Lithuania.
In Lithuania?
The same, belongs to Russians there.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
And my father, my grandfather lived close to the German border.
Right.
And they started war in 1914. He had to live there, and leave everything there and come to us, to Wilkemere. My
Uh-huh.
grandfather come with a car, with a wagon and horses, and that bring something from the house.
Everybody went? The whole family?
Yeah, he and his grandmother.
How long a trip was this?
Along the trip, I believe it was 1 day, a day and a half.
Where do you go, by train
Or
or
by car, by wagon.
wagon? Who put horses? Pulled the horses?
Horses. He had horses and a wagon.
Uh-huh.
Himself.
I see. With all the children.
No children, you don't have children.
What do you mean who didn't have children?
My grandfather.
They
Uh-huh.
weren't at home then.
I see.
They
They
were
were all
home then. Yeah, they were all gone.
I have a son, Savo,
Uh-huh.
was
Sal.
living in New York.
Right.
Sal, the cousin, my cousin Sal in Atlanta, live in Atlanta.
Right.
His father, my mother, and his family come to us too.
I see. Wait a second. Uh-huh.
And then we have a grocery and we have a lot of friends. My father has Lithuanian people
Uh-huh.
and the tiny villages. You have good friends. Then they come to help us to take us from everything what they have in home. And
They help and they saved it in their houses for you?
yeah, sure.
How about the grocery? What happened to the
The
grocery?
grocery, leave everything.
And who took over the grocery?
The government,
The government took over the grocery.
yeah.
So,
Something.
so how long did you stay in Russia?
Wait a second. Then all the furniture and everything is sent to in a village, a friend for us, a Lithuanian. He keep it all the furniture there.
Uh-huh.
From home.
Right.
And we go to Borisovisi. And we stay there about 2 months for a small town. And from there, we moved to another town, a little bigger town. It's named Malat. And
Where did you stay with in Malat?
in Malat, we rent a house.
Uh-huh.
We stay there and wait for the la cosecha, ¿cómo es?
For the farm farm products to come to,
Yes,
right.
they cut them
To
up
be
and
picked,
bring-
right.
We had a few workers from the farm,
Uh-huh.
and they bring all the when they finish the harvest,
The harvest.
they sell this. My father have make money.
But that's when you came back. You already came back to go.
No, they
Which
come
farm
back.
is-
They can't come back.
But what farm is this that you had a harvest?
Well, they rented.
Oh, where you rented. You had a farm where you rented.
No, we not rented. The farm was property for my father
Oh, some other place?
in Vilcomir.
Oh, in Vilcomir. I
They
see.
have workers there.
Oh, I see.
And the workers.
Sold the harvest and send the money to your father.
They bring the harvest to Malat, and father sold it
I see.
Brought the harvest
Yeah.
by cart.
by cars. Yeah.
I see.
They
Okay.
have a cow, bring a cow and everything that we have there in Malat.
I see.
Then the Russian lose the war, become the German closer. Then my father want to stay, both of them. Then we go to Novosintian to take a train.
For how long? How long did it take?
We take 5 months we have in Malat.
Uh-huh.
They take us to go to the train.
How long? From Malat to where you were going, how long did?
Novosintian.
For how long did that take?
It take about 6 hours
Uh-huh.
on my wagon.
Right.
The father bring the wagons what we have. People will come wagon with 3-4 wagons.
Right.
They take everything with us to Novosintian. And then in Novosintian, where to go? Then they decided to go to Kremlin, close to Lithuania. A town close to Lithuania, but far from the war.
Right.
Then Teddy was with us, and he was the girlfriend Anna, was in Vilna, living in Vilna. and tell he want to see her. Then he come, Anne Levin's father come to Novi Sinchan. He said he got back to Vilna. Then Teddy said he want to go with him to see the
girlfriend,
girl.
right.
And he know that we go to Chemnitz. And he said he go, when he saw the girl, then he come to Chemnitz. As we come in Kharkov, my mother, we sent my father and 3 more families, they rent a wagon, train wagon.
The train is
A wagon,
Yeah, right,
a
yeah.
wagon, yeah. We leave all of that. And then we see, my mother say the train go, where they could go to the neighbor, close to our wagon. He asked her, where are you going? She said, we're going to Moscow. No, we didn't have to go to Moscow, we have to go to Chemnitz. You go to Moscow, then you go to the station. You made a mistake. No, you cannot go over there. The uncle from the king is there. You cannot go over there. Then my mother and father, they come to the station that we don't go, take off the car from there, and say, then we decide where to go. We come Kharkov, we take off the wagon from the salon.
From the train.
The train, yeah.
Right.
And we stayed there a few weeks, and a neighbor from us, they live in Mariupol, a town from Russia, Ukraine.
Ukrainian?
Yeah, then they called to the, he can come, but not like refugee. He can come like tourist. But we don't feel for refugee. We have a wagon by himself. We come, then we come there. Then we take the wagon, all the wagon, the family, and go to Mariupol.
Where is Mariupol?
Mariupol, Ukraine.
And oh, that's very far. How long did it take you?
It take from the train.
Uh-huh.
Take by 4 days.
Oh, wow.
4 days we stopped at the station house and then that big, you can't write a book there.
Uh-huh. How long did you stay there?
Wait a second. Then we come over there, and then we come, take the wagon come to go to Mariupol. Then we come a small town before Mariupol. We stop the train stop there. Then a Jew said, where are you going? My father go before to rent houses. Come from the train. We take a house, we have a rent houses. For us and for the family. My child and father come there and 2 family more. My father go over there before, by train, to rent the houses there, for us. Then in a station, a few, by 5 hours from Mariupol, said, why have to go to Mariupol? You have nothing to do. You have a Jewish colony, a farm colony, a village. They have you can work for, my son's father's a tailor. You can tailor there. The other one is in a mill, work there. You guys go to Mariupol. And he said, okay. My father was there. My mother said, everybody want to go there, we go to school. And then my father come back, and we stay in the village, Jewish village.
Russia.
Then in the Jewish colony, we stayed there for 1915 up to 1918.
What did you do there?
My father have a leather tannery.
A tannery, leather tannery.
Leather tannery, yeah.
And is that what you do? Did you work there?
No, I didn't work there.
What'd you
I
do?
was a small boy. Small, was in 1916, I was 40 years old.
So what you do? Go to school?
No about school. I take me one in a big town, school, but take by one night in there, but didn't have what to eat. I
Uh-huh.
have to come back.
So what you do then?
Nothing.
Just sat around and play?
No. In this town, they make a meal from cebada,
Grain.
grain. Then I start to work there. I work in the mill.
Doing what?
Doing the machine, I have to work there.
Grinding?
I start
Grinding?
Then I was 40 years, 50 years old. And a man from other town, they come to make the mill. They make me for the manager there.
Manager of the plant?
The plant, yeah. Manager of the plant.
Uh-huh.
And
How long did you work there at the mill?
1915 up to 1917.
Uh-huh.
2 years. 2 years. 1918. Then I started working in the tannery.
Oh, with your father?
The father, they have 3 more partners.
Uh-huh. Who do they sell the leather to?
The leather, oh, it's very good leather in Mariupol.
Who do they sell it? For shoes and belts?
Shoes, for shoes.
Shoes, I see.
Yeah. Then, you don't know, one night, there was a company from people. They come to a Jewish town and killed everybody.
Kill everybody where?
Jewish in a Jewish
In another town?
another town.
Uh-huh.
Then my father and mother said, "Let's go there, we have to leave." The same day, second day, they rented cars, we moved from the village.
What kind of cars?
Cars, horse cars.
Oh, with horses?
Horses, yeah.
Uh-huh. Carts, uh-huh.
Yeah. And we moved to Mariupol.
I see.
In Mariupol, we lived there 1918. 1917 was the war, the revolution. 19 we come to Mariupol. In Mariupol, the partners, we have 3 partners, another bought the first time we see condominiums.
Oh,
Bought
yeah?
a building and make condominiums. Everybody has 2 condominiums.
Everybody bought their own apartment
The apartment, yeah.
in the building.
The building.
What year was that?
And make a tannery there in Mariupol, make a
In
tannery.
what year?
In 1918,
So that was the beginning of the condominiums.
yeah, condominium. 1918. We have a tannery there, make very good leather, and make very good profit.
Uh-huh.
And I'm working there.
What was your job in the tannery? What did you do?
Like a worker.
You carry the leather?
Carry the leather and making leather, like the leather.
How old were you then?
I was there in 1918, I was 16 years old.
So that's where you learn how to do tannery, how do you to do leathers.
Yeah, sure, that's what I learned.
I see.
And in 1921 we come back to Vilcomir.
Uh-huh. Why did you come back to Vilcomir?
But it was bad in Russian.
Oh, the Russia was
It
bad.
was bad.
Uh-huh.
Vilcomir, Lithuania was a republic.
Uh-huh.
It was good in Lithuania. And we come to Lithuania back, we have a lot of oil, we have houses, we have there.
Did you get it all back? Did they give it all back to
All
you?
back, yes.
The farm, everything was they give it back to you.
Find everything that you start to work in the farm.
How long did you stay in Vilcomir?
Me, I started in 1923.
And you came back in 1921.
Come back in 1920.
What did you do between 1921 and 1923?
I work in the grocery.
Uh-huh. Oh, you worked in your father's grocery?
Yeah.
Just selling? Selling groceries?
Groceries, yeah.
I see. Then why did you leave Vilcomere?
I live in Vilcomere, but I want to go to the army.
I see. What did you have to do in the army?
In the army, you have to spend 3 years in the army.
Uh-huh.
That was a requirement?
Sure.
Where did you go? Where did you go from Vilcomere?
From Vilcomere, I want to go to the United States,
Right,
see my brothers.
right.
And I leave from Vilcomere on October 10,
1923?
1923. And we have to pass Germany, I come to French, to take a boat from French.
How long did you stay? How long did that take? How long did you stay in France?
Wait a second. Then we come to France. We have to go to take the boat the next day to go to the United States. Then they come along from the United States, they need that water. You cannot go to the United States.
One day, you missed it by 24 hours.
But 24 hours.
So I would have been an American, like 24 hours.
24 hours, yes. It was the 12th and 14th was the law. I come the 12th and hour.
I think he was going to be
And-
me. Because I was not there.
And we stay in a hotel. The company, but they bought the ticket. They have a hotel, they stay in a hotel on October 12th to November 19th.
Where are you going? Where, in Paris?
And no, in Havana.
Oh, in Har. Okay, by the port.
Port, yeah. Then they find Colton. They were in Cuba. They was in Cuba. Then I wrote a letter to him. The Colton said he can come. If you have $45 to show, then you can come. I have $200. I have to find.
So that was a lot of money.
No, it's Libyan. I have $200 too. We have $400.
So that's a lot of money in those days.
Money at that time. Then said he can come.
How old were you?
I was in 1923, about 21 years.
21 years old. Uh-huh.
Then we come to Cuba.
How long did it take you? How long was the trip?
12 days.
Was it rough?
No, the first big boat to come from Cuba, from France to Cuba.
I see. So it's a nice boat.
Nice boat, a big boat.
I see. So when you got to Cuba, was your friend waiting for you?
Sure, they waited for you. They rent a room, in the same room, for us, and everything.
So what did you do in Cuba?
In Cuba, the first time the war had begun, it was in Cuba. In the United States, there was the prohibition.
Prohibition, right.
Prohibition. Then from Cuba, the people from Cuba, they make the
Rum
rum in Cuba and they send the contraband
to the United States.
States.
So what, did you make rum?
No, I got to work there.
You carry the boxes.
Yes. They had to go, I had paid $12 to get the job.
To get a job, you have to pay $12.
$12 to get the job.
How much do they pay?
I get, but $12 a week.
$12 a week?
Yeah.
Is that how much they pay?
To wash the bottles.
I see.
And I worked there by 4 months.
Did you want to come to the United States to your brothers?
He cannot come.
But you were waiting, but you were planning.
They're planning to go.
Planning to come to the United States.
Then my brother Dave come to visit me in Cuba.
What year?
It was in 1923.
You come to Cuba.
In 1923, I come in November 1924.
Uh-huh.
I come to Cuba to visit
Where did you live in, Havana?
in Havana.
Uh-huh.
I work in the food product.
Was it difficult not knowing Spanish?
Not too difficult, no.
Why?
But the manager from the that's what I do. I speak Jewish. Let me learn first. No, this year I learned.
Did they treat you nice?
Spanish.
Did they treat you nicely in Cuba?
Very nice. And people treat very nice. And we live in the same house we live, it was a restaurant. Spanish men have a restaurant there. And they've come, Morris, Aaron, tell me, David's here. I leave everything, left everything there, and I go to see my brother. And I come back tomorrow, they said, you can't walk anymore.
Oh, you lost your job.
That's the job.
So what'd you do then? Wait, you left to see Dave.
Yes.
So what did you do afterwards?
After them, we live in the same building. It was a restaurant. Then Moshe Aaron and a few more partners, they bought a restaurant.
You also? You bought it too?
I bought it too, yeah.
You were one of the partners.
Yeah, and I'm working there.
What did you do in the restaurant?
Serving the
Serving, What kind of food?
food for everything.
Cuban food?
No, Jewish
Jewish food.
Jewish food.
What was the specialty of the house?
Specialty, everything.
Everything was good. Matzo balls, borscht.
Both matzo ball, liver and steak.
The Cuban people come and eat there too, or just Jewish people?
Jewish people, just Jewish people.
The menu was in Yiddish?
Yiddish, yeah.
No Cuban menu. What was the name of the restaurant?
Huh?
The name of the restaurant?
It was Cuba 116.
I see. Why does in Hawaii? That's the address?
That was the address. That's the cover.
I also heard that you at one time you had a car. When did you buy that car?
Then after them, Colton, they have a stand in Gunahai.
I'm gonna hide. Doing what? What was he selling?
Sell stockings, shirts, a small stand. Then I want to sell the Marlipian and me, we bought a stand. We come to Gunahai.
Right. Why did you leave? Or you sold it, and you sold your part in the restaurant.
Yeah, I leave a restaurant. So
Why did you leave the restaurant?
But no, it's just a lot of work.
A lot of work and not much money.
Not much money. And we bought a stand in Gunahai.
Right.
And
What year was that? Do you remember?
it was in 1926.
The year of the big hurricane.
Yeah. Big hurricane, yeah, it was there in Gunahai. 1926. And Morris Lippian,
Go ahead.
Morris Lippian left to the United States. A cousin bring him to the United States. And I then Colton bought the part from Morris Lippian. And they
Sold
Partner
shirts.
with
Oh, you were partners.
partner with Colton.
How many days did you work? How many days a week?
7 days a week.
From what time to what time?
From 8 in the morning to 7 at night.
Where did you live?
Sunday. Apartment.
By yourself?
With Kelton.
With a Kelton.
Kelton married.
Oh, he was married.
Yeah, his wife went from Lukamir. He was married. And then I come up 1927. Kelton, his store, make a store. There was a restaurant there, and they rent a room from the restaurant. We open a room, we open a store, small store.
You already spoke Spanish by then?
Yeah, I speak Spanish, you know.
You rented the car.
And then,
You bought a car.
and then we bought a car.
What? Tell me about the car.
There was a car, President Sayers gave a present to a senator in
To a senator. And to a senator in Guanahai, right?
Shanghai. There was a car from 12 cylinders. 12 cylinders.
The powerful.
Chrome. All chrome? Is that what you told me?
Huh?
All made out of chrome?
All made of chrome. 12-cylinder. And we don't know, a boy come, Papa, do you know him? He said he comes by the car, it's a very beautiful car, 12-cylinder.
Did you know how to drive?
No, I didn't know right, nothing. Then my partner, Colton, one Friday, Saturday, we go, he take the packages, we go over the, make the cigar,
Uh-huh.
and the people when they have the pay, the money, they buy, they take, open a space to sell it. And then they have a car, then you go with the car, more merchandise you can take.
No, more merchandise.
Yeah.
How much did you pay for the car?
The car $650,
Uh-huh.
but they pay $200. They have to pay,
So much every month. Uh-huh.
yeah. And one day, my partner's cousin brother come with his wife, and we take it, with the car, take it close to Havana.
Who was driving?
He was, I can drive. My partner, Ben Colton.
Do you have to have a license in those days to drive?
No, they're not like.
All you have to know is how to drive.
No, I was driving, yeah. And the car, they take the other time, close to Havana. And we come back, they have an accident.
What happened?
He drive with the car with the light, drive with the car, they come a truck, a big truck. He come and have an accident with the truck. He broke in the car and I have all the stitches, 32 stitches I have on my face.
Whoa.
Uh-huh.
You see all this?
And Kelton has
Yes.
something too, or no? You don't...
You know, if I drive, he don't know, he just on, you lost the car?
So what did you do then?
We lost the car, nothing.
Will you still continue your business?
The business, he was married, he need more money for maintenance.
And how the family?
Too small the store. Then I sell them. I don't want more to work in the store. I come to Havana to work in Havana.
What did you do in Havana?
I work in a store, in a wholesale store,
Uh-huh. Selling what?
selling everything, stockings and socks and...
How old were you then?
I was there in 1927.
So you were 25 years old.
25 years old.
Uh-huh.
The 70 come from Cuba, yeah.
Yeah.
To Cuba.
And I working there. And then come this lady.
Who is this lady?
Did you meet her when she got out of the boat? You're the first time, or?
It's her brother. On Wilcom, we live in the same day.
In the same where?
The same day. We live to France.
The same boat, France,
The
the same
We
day.
go to the same day, we go to France.
Oh, from France,
From
and
Wilcom here to France.
you came with her brother, with
The
Levice.
brother.
Yeah.
The small brother too.
Uh-huh.
The small brother he can go to the United States before he was 12 years old.
I see.
But his brother cannot go. And then he come to Cuba too.
I see.
I know him well.
So when my mother and his
Frank, mother and
sister,
yeah,
Rose.
to Cuba.
and you met him.
The same night.
Uh-huh.
We met him on that.
Okay. Let me start with Vega Burstein, and she's gonna tell us where she was born, what year, and maybe she remembers the date.
In 1910,
May.
May 15, and
You come in?
they'll come in, yeah, in Lithuania. And
How many brothers and sisters?
I used to have 3-4 brothers.
The names, you remember the names?
Yeah. The oldest one is Tevye. The second is Gelson. And then is Levice. and then Rose, my sister, then me, and then Utik, a little one.
The youngest brother is Joseph. He's the one that went to the United States.
Yeah. Okay.
How about your mother and father?
My father, he was,
His name?
his name is Ben Tia.
Avon Ben.
Yeah, Avon Ben Tia. A Jewish real religious name, you know.
And your mom?
My mom is Rachel.
Rachel
Rachel.
Tufias?
Tufias, yeah.
Do you remember your grandparents?
My grandparents. No, I was 4
Do you
years.
remember the names?
Yeah, the name's here because you just talking, you know. My mom was Uzik, and my mom's mother was Zoe.
And your father?
My father's mother is Yahweh. Yahweh.
Uh-huh.
Mother.
Yeah, my father's mother is Yahweh.
And the father?
I don't remember.
Don't remember your grandfather's name.
No.
What did your father do in Vilcomere?
He was a rabbi, but he don't practice because a rabbi in Vilcomere or in Lithuania don't give too much for that big family. Then he have a store for leather.
Why, he tanned leathers?
He sell leather.
Uh-huh.
He buy and sell leather. And boots, working boots.
Uh-huh.
But he make a good living there. And my mother helped him. And then we have a lady in home what is with us, you know.
What did you do in Vilcomere? How long were you in Vilcomere?
I was four
When you left Vilcomere, you were 4 years old.
4 or 5 years old, something like that.
And where did you go?
5 years, 15 years, 1915, as you say.
Yeah, 5 years. And where you go from there, we go in when the Nazis declare, or Russia declared war. Yeah, the war.
They didn't stand up the walls.
Yeah, we
Same
go
like
to straight to Russia. We go straight to Russia. We don't go in no place, just straight to Russia.
Whose place did you go in Russia? Family?
All a lot of family.
You have family in Russia?
No, no.
So where did you go? Who did you stay with?
We nobody. We go to
Like
direct
refugee.
Iraq
Uh-huh.
refugee in Astrakhan.
Refugee. They come from there, take us all from train and send it.
Yes,
They send, not to go with the one.
yes,
They sent them there.
Yeah.
Did you
Like
know?
we.
Did you know that in Vilcomere?
No.
No, not before.
Any other family?
In Vilcomere?
No.
I was so
Too young.
Yeah, you know my family will come here.
But she was young
Then
when they come
they
They
back.
come back here.
When we come
Right.
back, I know your family.
But-
when you left, no.
Right. How about in Russia? Where did you remember where you went to in Russia?
Yeah, in Russia, in Astrakhan. It's where the Volga is.
Uh-huh. How long did you stay there?
We stayed there, I think, from the 15 to 20, I think, was
5 years.
about 5 years, yeah.
What did your father do?
They give him work in a temple, not for a rabbi, but there was a rabbi already. But he was happy to help the rabbi, you know. What is the name?
Shamus.
Gary, Shamus. Shamus. That's healthy. And he knows that. And
Manages the temple.
the temple.
He manages the temple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then we have close to there, we have give us a house. This house I remember, it was there a long time. And my cousin, she's a pharmacist. She was a pharmacist. She go with us instead with the mother. You know? We raised her, my father and mother raised her. She's the oldest one, you know? And we stayed there, and then my grandmother was with us. My father's mother, she always was with us. She wanted to go back to Lithuania because she was old and she wanted to die in Lithuania. That's what she said. All the family, my mother, not the children, nobody wanted to go back. He was very well there.
What did you do? Just go to school?
Yes, the school, Russia school, yeah. We started school there, you know. For a couple of years we got to school there, and I wrote too. My brothers, older brothers, they work in what is a birge? Birge is in the yam, no? What's a birge?
This is Wall Street, like Wall Street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
With banking and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know what it is. I know they
So
make
that-
it builder, yeah. They work there, and they make money, and they work. And then my brothers learn to play. One for them was play a violin, no, play everything. He was piano. He was a genius in music, and he played mandolina, and he played piano, but the violin he was a genius in violin. He even gives to 90 years, he gives concerts in big theaters there. And he makes money, you know. And my older brother, he know violin and mandolina too. But they want him to take in the army there in Russia. Then my father sent him real fast back to Lithuania, you know. And he was there, waiting for us to come. Then when my grandmother insists to come to Lithuania,
Your mother that?
no, wait. Then we packed and we go to Lithuania. But in the middle of the way was in Saratov,
Big time.
a big city in Saratov. And she was pregnant. Then she got to labor and they take her to a hospital. And in the hospital, she gets pneumonia, and she died there. In the hospital.
How old were you then?
I think we were 10 years old, I think.
But the baby left?
Yes, the baby left. And my father can give her nothing. Then the government have places where they have the children, what is the name? Nurse.
Orphanage.
Orphanage. For little children.
Mm-hmm.
Nurse. And
A nursery.
yeah, and then we go back to Lithuania, we take the little girl. But they say she died. We know she don't die. But you can,
Couldn't get her back.
no, you can get her back. My father was heartbroken. Then we stayed there in Saratov, and we buried my mother, and then all of a sudden, my sister and I catch, what is the name? The sickness.
Chicken pox, measles,
No,
Typhus.
typhoid fever.
Yeah. And they take us, on according to, take us very far away from the city, in the hospital. And we was there, nothing, we have done nothing. Rosa, my cousin, to 30 days, they was all right. But me take 60 days, and I was alone there.
Mm-hmm.
Were you scared?
Very scared. Of course I was scared. But to 60 days, when my fever was gone, then my grandmother and my sister come to pick me up with it's with a horse on a little thing.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
A little wagon that you just
Not
sit in,
wagon,
right.
the nice
Right,
one,
carriage, yeah.
Carriage.
Yeah. And they take me home. I can't walk. They have to carry me, you know.
Mhm.
So they have to and take me home.
What's your father doing in Vilcomere? What kind of work?
He will come here.
Uh-huh.
I told you.
Oh, this is not in
That's in
Vilcomere.
Russia.
Oh, they're still in
They
Russia.
got sick and the mother
Yeah.
died.
On the way,
Right.
on the way to Vilcomere.
Yeah.
Right.
Then when we was better, you know, we can go to Lithuania because we was sick. My father was sick already because we have a house where the people give them. If the snow go in, you know, in the house,
Uh-huh.
and he was sick. And then my cousin, she was married in our house in Astrahan before, you know. My father and mother
Mm-hmm.
and make it a big, very nice. And he was a big man in the government, you know. They come to Sarajevo to help us something, and then they find for us orphanage, you know. The orphanage was in number 1. It was a Jewish orphanage in 13, you know.
So this is where all of the children went to orphanages?
Yeah.
And your father was too sick to take care of
Yes,
anyone?
yes, he can't take it from us.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, before my brother was a the musician, so they
Mhm.
call him a musician. He died after mom died because he don't want to eat. He don't want to live without mom. And he died. He was so handsome. And then we have Levice, you know, Levice Hall. My cousin with the husband come from Astrahan to Sarajevo and find for us in the orphanage. But we got to the orphanage, it was so horrible. Everybody kicked us and everybody was terrible.
Why?
Because the other children were born out there,
Yeah.
you know. We come back home. We don't want to stay there. Then my cousin, he tell, it's number 1, we can put a 3 and they got 2 to 13. There is a good one, but a Jewish, more Jewish.
Oh, I see. So they changed it on the papers where they were going to
yes,
send
paper
it.
13.
Uh-huh.
It was well. Then my sister, me, or my little brother go, or even my cousin, Doviditsky, you know, the
Yes.
minister, or a sister, or like Rachel, or a little brother, Laser, or we all go there, make it the 13, you know.
What does it mean by the 13?
The 13 number
Number of the orphanage.
Oh, the number of the orphanage.
They had number 1, and that's where they were mean.
Okay.
And then they
Yeah,
changed
the
it to 13.
was there was very good. First days was not so good. You know, newborn. New is not so was not so bad like that. But all of a sudden they see I can sing. I have a good voice. They learn to can sing.
Mm-hmm.
My sister can sing too. And Davidicius, he used to sing. Oh, we make their big hit in the orphanage. Even they make, there was some girls would dance the government
Where did you learn to sing and dance?
there in the orphanage.
In the orphanage.
They try to see if I can, you know. And then they teach me, you know. They see I have a good voice. And they teach me.
She
And
sang before, very nice. Beautiful.
well, I used to sing. You know. And Rose, my sister, I was too little. She learned to dance ballet with a lot of girls. When I was too young, I love it, but I have to wait a couple years that I can go in. Because I love so much. When they close the doors, I look at in the keys.
In the keyhole.
In the keyhole, and I make everything
Practice like they did.
practices. Yeah. But you know what's 12 children, and one, the 13, she was solo, you know.
By herself. She was a solo.
She was
Solo dancer, right.
Yeah. So, and I like what she do it. And I do everything what she do, I do by myself. One day the government called me the orphanage to tell the lady what teach ballet. They want to take it to a play, you know, for the government. And the girl in the middle was sick. They don't know what to do. Then I tell her, the lady was teacher, I can do it. How you can do it, she asked me. Because I look it in the keyhole. I learned. Then she asked me to do it. So she liked it. And then I danced there, you know. And everything was perfect the night. But the day after, they punished me for that. But they look at it in the
In the keyhole.
in the keyhole. Not big deal when they punish me, you know.
Right.
But just for to know I can do this. No. And we stayed there a couple years. A couple years in the... And then when my cousin was with us when she married, come all the time to see us, my father was sick. We used to eat in the orphanage. My father, my grandmother, my brother don't have nothing to eat. Then, when we go to eat, at the table, we just do something like soup or the dry food we put it for nobody to see. You know, when the camion comes,
The truck.
the trucks come in, they open the doors, you know, and then I have prepared, and I know the hour when they come, and I prepare all the food, and then in the winter time it was so cold, and I go to the door open, you know, to take the food to my father, to my grandmother, to my brother.
What would happen if they caught you? If they catch you, what would happen?
I don't know what they never catch me.
They never caught you.
No.
Was your brother too young to work, or did he have, there was no place to work at that time?
No.
There's hunger everywhere.
Everywhere.
Then,
Only the children got the food.
when I come back, I have
That's
to
my time.
stay, wait for the truck go out. I can come in, you know, but because the doors, big doors was closed. Then my cousin, with the husband, he make it to my father to come to the orphanage to work there. Or my brother too, my grandmother.
Oh, but
He was in government. He was a big, and he was a manager for the food.
Food manager.
Food manager. And my brother do anything there, you know. Anything what the people tell him to do it too. And my Grandmother, she don't do nothing. She was a lady, you know. Then we was more happy. My father was a lot better. Little by little, he was better, you know. And it come a time, my grandmother, my father wants to go to Lithuania. And from there, we go to Lithuania. Rose, my sister, she don't want to go because we were good there, you know. And she go under our bed. We can find there, so we can go with us here, you know. Then we find her, and finally we come to Lithuania. We find a house, we have a house with storage, but she was broken a lot, you know. We fixed it, and the brothers from my father sent money, and we fixed the house, you know. We lived there. The furniture, all the neighbors have our furniture and everything, but everybody wants to give it away, but my father don't want to take it. He don't want to take it of us. He was a rabbi. He think, you know, a rabbi think that's not nice to take, you know, for somebody, but he need to. And we sleep first in bed make it no, that was the UNESCO is from oats. Wood. Yeah, you know. Then for straw, make it with, but again, a little by little, you have something, you know.
Right.
And they send money, the brothers and sisters send money. And we were well there. Then my father died, you know. And when my father died, he come to live with us.
How old was he when he died, Mom?
And 49. My mother was 43 when she died. He was 49. It's because he had tuberculosis before and he was okay. But then come back, you know. And I take care of him. I was very little, but I was like taking care of him. So, because my sister wanted to learn to sew, you know. So, my grandmother was in the cemetery, something. She was like a lady rabbi, you know.
She never bothered in the Biota.
Yeah, never did. She makes money there, you know. She makes money. And I have to go to school, then I go to school in the night school, you know, because I have nothing there to, just in the orphanage. I go to school and in the Russia a couple years.
So what did you do during the day?
See? I cooked for everybody, no?
I see, okay.
Take care of your
Take care
father.
for my father. He was all the time in bed.
I see.
You know, and I clean him and I make food for him, everything I do. I was a little,
A nurse for him.
yeah. I think sometimes, if I can say it, God give me a good husband, good children and everything, because I was a very good daughter. I take very good care of him. But you know, it was a sickness, but
How old were you when he died?
by 11 or 12 years,
What happened then? Where did you go?
to my aunt,
Which one? Hannah?
yeah,
Hannah Marks.
Panama, yeah.
Where did she live?
Very close to us.
Wilkamir?
Yeah, very close to us. She come for Rosa too, but in other place they go, you know. And only your children almost were a doctor, no, they still go to Switzerland to left, you know.
Did you, just you and okay, and where?
My brother, Levi said,
Uh-huh.
he was working in another town for material, you know, in a store for material. My older brother, he got to the army. He wanted to go to the army, but he plays so well violin, you know, and he have a good. He don't have to go to nothing to do, just to. They give him a little store for food to manage for the big people for the army, you know. And in the night time, he play the violin for the dance for them and that, and he love it, you know. He have a good spot. That's what. All my sister and me was. And then, when I was in my aunt, I got to learn to sew too, you know. I learned to sew.
How long did they teach you how to sew?
A couple years. Just a couple years.
How long was the school to sew? How long did you have to go to school?
No, just in the night time.
Just how many hours?
A couple hours.
A couple hours a night.
Oh, my cousin was a teacher in the school the night time. One he was in mathematics, but was other teacher for other things, you know. Yeah. But we was very well there, you know. After we go a couple years, we healed a little was our father died, you know. And we have a good time there. We got to dance and we got to make exercise. I was doing very well, my sister too. I make a lot of exercise. And then there was an orphanage in a new one in Wilkomir in the 20s. And in orphanage, like I was in an orphanage, you have to help them, you know. Then they make some like theater, you know. I got to dance there, and I got to sing to make money for the orphanage. My sister too. And then was when my brother wanted to go to United States. But he can't come to the United States, he comes to Cuba like that. And he wanted us to bring that. My brother was in the army, he come back and he married a lady there, and he had 2 children, 2 girls. But my brother was in Cuba, he all the time take care of more of us, you know. And he bring us to Cuba, my sister and me. When we come to Cuba, then I know that. But I was like it before. I don't know why. I see him, but you want me to tell this, Amen?
Sure.
Yeah. I see him in a breeze. You know what a breeze is.
Right.
Yeah, and I see him, he drink wine or something. But in my mind, the drink is, I can't stand it. And I even don't want to look at him. But he's a drunk. He never see him. But he's a drunk, but I don't want to see him. And he was over me, you know. He's upset me. Maybe I was difficult, that's what he loved me. You know, maybe that, I don't know. But one day, Rose, my sister, we was in a dance.
What year did you go to Cuba?
In 27.
27.
Yeah.
Where from? Where did you take the boat?
The boat we take in Paris too.
No, in France.
Yeah, in France we take the
How long did it take you? Long trip?
From France, 13 days.
Was it good boat? Nice boat?
a nice boy, but we got third class.
Uh-huh.
Third class, it was so good, you know.
Uh-huh.
He was in second,
Preference.
it was preference, was better, but we don't have the money to have the preference, so we got the third class. But in 13 days, we was there
What did you do when you get into Cuba?
in Cuba.
Right.
I got to work,
Doing what?
sewing in a factory.
Uh-huh.
He was sewing.
Spanish, Jewish factory? or-
Jewish,
What were you making?
Jewish and Spanish. Underwear.
Oh, that's where it comes from.
Yeah. Underwear. But their work, anybody work.
Make what, T-shirts?
T-shirt.
T-shirt too, yeah. Underwear too, later, yeah. And then when they see I know how to sew better than the other ones, I make the samples. But look good, you know.
Yeah, sample.
Yeah, they pay me a little better.
Uh-huh.
But they were no more, but that's about. But then we, one day night we go to a dance, my sister and everybody, and then I got to tell you, finally, we make up.
Started dating.
Yeah. A friend of us, she married, and they invited us to go to the wedding. And there was a man, he wanted to dance with me. Before I don't want to dance with him. But just for the other man, I can stand him. And he's amazing to dance with me. I tell him I have a fiancé. And I can't dance with him. Oh, which one is your fiancé? You don't have a fiancé. I told him, yes, in this moment, dad come. I said, that's my fiancé. Oh, he made him come to me and he danced with me, you know.
Uh-huh.
that down the middle, and I think that Kirkpatrick has surprised.
You met Dad.
Then when we go to dance together, and then Liam, my sister,
Leon is your sister's husband.
Yes.
Leon Sukman.
yeah, and
Was he married already? Was Leon and
yeah,
Rose married?
they're married,
Yeah.
yeah.
How long were they married?
I think a year or
They met in Cuba?
yeah.
I see.
He married in 1927, 28.
Uh-huh.
Then we take a car. Was a car when we go? Or we go
What came?
from the wedding, from baskets wedding.
Oh, when you were dancing was at a wedding,
Yeah.
and you took a car together and went somewhere?
Yeah, we go to
Take a ride.
all right, just to
Who else was in the car?
before the four.
Uh-huh. Leon, Rose. Whose car was it?
Rent?
Oh, you rent the car. The taxi?
No, taxi.
Something.
Oh, who drove?
No, the man from the taxi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the taxi, correct.
Yeah. And we go over Havana and this and that. And from then on, we see each other. We go to dance. In dancing, was parties or something. And I was in love with him, but I never think I got to be in love with him.
How long did you go together before you were married?
Oh,
1927, 28, and we married 1930.
When in 1930? What day?
January 22nd.
Oh, January 22nd. I see.
oh, we met.
Where was the wedding?
And Volpe, you know the Volpe?
Uh-huh.
In a house, a
Yeah.
big
Is that the
house.
one I buy the tickets from?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
a big house.
a big house.
And we married in the house.
You didn't have pictures?
Oh, but where did the money for time pictures?
Because, I mean, there used to be, I saw a lot of pictures all the time, so.
At this time,
No,
there was
no,
no
no.
money.
I don't know why we don't
We
take
don't-
pictures. It's a shame, you know. You know, I'm waiting with no pictures. It was a big waiting. A
Yeah.
big
Did you put the...
Because we married together with sister, May.
Oh, May married with Maury,
Yeah,
with...
we four together.
Oh, the four together got married.
Yeah, together.
Maury Liz.
Yeah. Oh, we live in the same house, you know.
But you have a wedding gown and everything?
Yeah.
Sure.
And what did you wear, Dad?
Just
I was
a
just
suit?
a suit.
Everybody in those days wore suits every day, right?
They don't know
Yeah.
what's smoking there.
Right.
No, but a suit.
But everybody wore suits every day.
He have very nice
They wear
clothes.
suit every day.
Yeah, people went to work, took the suit off, and then when you got out, you put a suit on.
Have a suit over with a hat, with everything.
Uh-huh.
A
Ties
suit.
every day, a
Straw
tie.
hat, you know?
Yeah, I'm looking for one to hang in the house.
Yes, straw
Ties
hat.
every day.
You was very, yeah. And I dress very well too in these days, you know. But I make the money.
Where were you living before you married Dad?
With Rose.
And Leon?
With Rose, yeah. And
They
then,
have a room in
yeah, and then it was a room.
Kelton. They have a house. Very nice lady.
You.
You live there with Kelton. They
Kelton.
Kelton. Fascinated.
Ah, that's when it was
Before, yeah.
when we come from Cuba. But after we was married, we live in a place where nobody can come in there. You know, you have to have references to come in. On 10 o'clock they close. You know, and I can see him just in the waiting room, you know,
Right.
where everybody can see us,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But when Rose married, when she have her room there, then I came, she was the chaperone, you know, so we can come in her room to see dog. And on 10 o'clock was closed there, and but we go in places, we have a good time.
I tell you, before the marriage, was married to Leon. Leon and me, they have a room there, in the same building, the same building. Then when he wants to go to marriage, I say, I live in
The room,
the room and with the furniture, everything.
And Rose and Leon lived there then?
Yeah.
And I have
They
a,
live there.
and I have a bed on what they make, not to see each other, you know, make like two rooms.
Divider,
Divider, divider, yeah.
Yeah.
But then, it was too small, you know, and it's not Mrs. Levine, you know, what we was part of.
Right.
She had a
Anna
big
Levine.
house, Anna Levine, and then she rent my room. And when I was very common, and the Medici, my cousin, he have a girlfriend. And then she come to stay with me, you know.
But that's before you, that's when you were going out with
Yeah,
Dad.
Before marriage.
Yeah, before marriage, yeah. And we have a good time, but we wait for this to make a little money to get married, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He don't make money there. When I go to the factory and I make what I make. And I,
So you're going to be married 60 years next January.
yeah, 60 years. Yeah. And
So after you were married, what happened? Did you continue working selling?
no, I don't. I don't work anymore.
You didn't work after that?
No. We have a house in one, it was with 3 rooms. One room is for Rose,
And Leon?
one for May and Morris,
Uh-huh.
and one for us. Then we have a dining room and a living room. We have a good time. Playing cards in the evening. And
So Dad was the only one working?
no, in the other one.
And Leon worked and
Was working
On Morris, working, he makes...
So the women didn't work. Rose didn't work, you didn't
No.
work, and then May didn't
Rose
work.
never worked.
Rose never worked.
I worked, but Rose never worked.
And I married, we have the brother, me, the partner.
Uh-huh.
And we opened a store in Jobabo. Inside the same
Where is it? Where is Obavo?
Oriente.
Oh my God, all the way in Oriente Province.
Oriente.
Make
For
money.
about 2 months, and the season from the sugarcane
Oh, the harvest.
harvest. And we stay there and make money.
Just the two of you.
Every 2 of us.
And you stayed in Havana.
We stay in Havana. They send me the merchandise.
It's made in
We order the
The
orders and make the
Oh,
orders.
you send the orders and you went and bought it and send the merchandise.
Yeah. Then we
I
come back.
don't know how to do it, and Morris Aaron, Morris Sharon,
Uh-huh.
Help us.
This is before or after you married?
After.
Now, how did you go to Jobabo? How did you take a train? Did you go by
Train,
bus? By
train.
train. How long did that take you?
But 24 hours.
24 hours. Whoa.
He bring money for them,
Sure.
both of them.
Then we open a store in Consolacion.
In Pinal del Rio.
In Algeria.
But we married. My brother, he was such a good brother. His fortune, the money what he had was $200. You know, but we married. But he gave us a present of $200. You know? But they love each other very much. You remember? My brother loved him. He don't love very much Leo, but he loved him very much. Yeah.
So you were partners in there. You only went one time to Oriente, one time,
One
One
time.
time.
for 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months. Then we have partner in Consolacion.
What did you sell? What was it that you used to sell in
Everything.
shirts and pants?
Everything, yes.
Not shoes too.
What you do? You put it in a package and send it by train, Mom?
By
Yeah,
train,
but
yeah.
yeah.
So what you send the money or they give you credit in Havana?
Send the money.
You send her the money, she went and bought it, and then she sent it to you.
Yeah.
How'd you send the money?
Like by mail?
By mail, in cash or a check or a wire?
Check.
A check. You send a check.
Money order.
Money order. And then you went and bought merchandise and send it back. How long that took what, about a week or? By the time you send the money and she bought it and you got the merchandise back, how long?
About a week.
Took about a week.
It was far away, you know.
So what did you do? Did you rent a space in the place so you?
I rented a store there in the space.
Uh-huh. You've never been there before? Well, how come you went?
The brother was there before.
Oh, he was there before.
He was with Misha and partner.
I see. So then, when you made the money, you came back and you opened a store where in Consolacion?
Consolacion.
By yourself?
I was partner with the brother.
Oh, with a brother, okay. And then, how long did you stay there?
He stayed there by 1 year and a half, then make a tannery.
Oh, leather.
Leather.
Uh-huh. How long did you stay there? Why did you leave the store?
It was not...
Not good?
Not so good.
So what happened to, and how about to Mom's brother? What did he do?
He had another store in Guani.
Uh-huh. And he went to Guane.
Yeah.
But you went to Guane also, did you put the tannery in Consolacion?
Consolacion.
Uh-huh.
What is the tannery was not so good either.
Not so good either.
Then we go to Guani.
Tannery was good, but they need a lot of money.
Oh, it takes a lot of money, I
They
see.
need a lot of money.
Then we go to Guani.
Uh-huh.
And brother take us to partners all the time.
In the store.
Yeah, that was good. That
The business was good.
One or two.
yeah.
When was Elena
That was
born?
good. Eh?
Elena was born in Guane?
No, in
No.
Havana.
In Havana.
Oh, I thought you lived in Guane when Elena was
We
born.
Consolacion.
We live in Consolacion, but I go to Havana.
Oh, no, to have Elena, but I'm saying, but when you living in Consolacion, how long were you married? How long were you married before you had Elena?
A year.
A year?
A year.
I see. So then you moved to Guanes.
Yeah.
Then in Guane was not bad in the store.
Uh-huh.
But then my brother was not married, you know.
Uh-huh.
He told us all the time, my sister and me, if we don't marry, we never go to marriage. We don't go to live us alone. And then we married and we happy. And then I don't know how he meet his wife. It doesn't matter, but she come to Guane and the store was very well, fine, but she went for herself, you know.
Uh-huh.
And she make first, Leon was too there.
Leon was in Guane?
Yeah. First she make to go away Leon and Rose. They go back to Havana. She don't want that apartment. And then he come with what was when you got to make the Teneria?
Yeah. Then there,
Yeah, he made the Teneria there.
and a few 2 years. And
The business
need
was not
business.
good.
I think I need a lot of money.
Uh-huh.
And he loved the business, so he make 2 times, so they must not, but he don't have the money.
And Anna Levine wants to, they have a store in San Cristobal. They want me for a partner.
Because they want to go
To Havana.
to Havana.
They have a store in Havana, wholesale in Havana. And his sons manage the store in San Cristobal. And she,
But not so well, he don't know how to manage it.
and so want to come to San Cristobal and make partners. Had partners for 19...
And the son left?
No,
1938 and
no, he
1946.
was still there. But Dad was manager store.
Uh-huh.
On in the back we have a house.
And I was born in 1941.
Yeah, they were born in 1941.
Yeah, but we was in San Cristobal.
Uh-huh.
But sure I go to Havana, but I leave the hospital.
Right, I understand that.
But you go first.
So I was born in 1941.
41.
Now, when did Elena go to Havana to go to school?
Then I got to school in Havana in 1942,
You was for
43.
7 years. You was for
No, it has to be longer because I was,
12 years old she was. She got
Okay.
the money.
the difference, so I was 2 years old when
2
she
years
left.
old, yeah.
So 1943.
1943. She was 12 years old.
Uh-huh.
She got to Havana.
And she stayed with Malke.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
And then what happened after that?
When you start to go to school, you don't want to go to school. You want to go with Elena in high school there.
I see.
I want to go with my sister in high school. I don't want to go to school in here. In the first grade, you know.
And then what happened that you left the stores?
Make a stop by myself.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
You saved the money and you went you took the store.
What year was that?
Yeah, but
That was 1947?
1946.
46.
Because Mrs. Levine, she want us to go with you to
She want to go to Havana.
To Havana.
Not Havana, but take me to Havana.
Uh-huh.
I don't want more of the partners. I will buy myself. And I take the store.
Too much to please, because you have a partner, you want to please him, and then, and he don't, he
It's a very
can make
good
by
price.
himself.
It was very good.
Very good job.
And she come to United States. She stay in Miami. Stay in Miami. They wrote my letter. Leave everything. We have everything for here for you. You come with us. We go to work with us again here. And they wait when I come. They
But that
come
was
back.
before. But before we jump that far, let's finish it. You were down in San Cristobal with your own store from 1946 till 1962.
62.
Right. I went to school into the United States in 1956.
Yeah.
Okay, so from 1956 I used to come back and forth in the summers. Now, why did you go to the United States?
I go to United States.
Because Castro.
You know, Castro take me to the jail.
Well, no, I know, but nobody else knows.
I don't know.
Castro take me to the jail.
Why he take you to jail?
He figured that I'm a counter-revolutionary.
Were you a counter-revolutionary?
Why? But the people,
He was not.
the people, when Castro come to San Cristobal, and the soldiers, you remember, was in the front.
Yeah, they live near us, right, a block away.
Then they come to me to give you the credit.
Right.
And I give you credit, give you credit for the soldiers. Everything that there was a man there, a commander there, and finish the month they pay me all what they owe me. When he left, they don't pay me. They owe me a lot of money. Cooperative, they got a lot of money. Then they went to Castro. I'm a counter-revolutionary, but I never like it. Like the communism, the Castro. They take me to jail. I was 20 days in jail.
Tell me some of the things that happened while you were in jail.
Huh?
What happened while you were in jail?
Happened in jail. They said that I'm a counter-revolutionary, I'm counter the revolution.
What happened the first few days?
They put me in a
Cellar, in a cellar.
cellar. Was hot without eat 5 days.
No, how about water?
That water. Just
No water, just water.
Just water.
And what happened at night?
At night I sleep there.
Didn't they take you out to
Middle of
shoot?
the night, yeah. Middle of the night, at 3 o'clock in the night. They come and make a
Questions.
questions.
The
Questions what they're
question,
doing one time. Say I'm not there, I'm not there. I don't know nobody. I'm not contributing. Just to the people. They owe me about $2,000. 2002, first. And that's what happened.
And they wanted to shoot you and they put you in front of the guns?
Yeah, that's what happened. But there was nice man there. They asked for an investigation. Even the people in the mountains, they know me everywhere. And everybody told me was a nice man in the night, and it's nice and that. Then they come and make an investigation and said, and that's for nothing.
And they let you go?
They let me go. The plan, the past,
They let me go because I do so much. When we have Delphine Buenos with his wife, they do a lot for him, you know. And a man who is very big in the government of the Castros, he live downstairs with Delphine and Oneida. So she made good friends. So she bring me to San Cristobal to her home for me to know them. Then they invited me downstairs and I talked to him and everything. He asked me a lot of questions, you know. I answered nicely, you know. And I know he asked me, Delphine and Oneida, mostly Oneida, go along very well with his wife, you know. And I think that helped a lot. Because one night they made me a surprise on the man, but the government that lived downstairs, he on another man from San Cristobal, you know him, what's his name? But thank you.
I don't remember.
He was a teacher.
He was a teacher, yeah.
Yeah, he was a teacher.
Yeah.
When he brought him to me, when I stay in the balcony and I see they come and they make me like this, and I go immediately downstairs and he tell me, I tell you, we better let go somebody, but he's not sure, you know, if he's okay or not. Then they put in jail for a long time. Better let him go. You know, I don't
You know Sister Toga, no?
Uh-huh.
Sister Toga was working in front of and every night they come play the domino.
Right.
And I speak with Sister Toga come before and we talking.
And
They thought that you were
what
together.
they say.
Yeah, the same what he's doing.
That's it.
Now, how come you came to the United States?
The United States. And I come back, Elena say, what did you come to here? You have to stay there. They send me a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
They send a ticket from here to us, to Cuba.
Right.
Then at Cuba, then I asked the permission to
For a visit.
leave,
But just to come for a visit.
a visit, yeah. I see they come for a visit.
But we can go immediately because we have to wait. Delfino Neida, he told us,
Yeah,
don't go immediately when he come from the jail.
Yeah.
Don't go immediately. Wait, I've got to tell you when you can go.
How long did you wait?
A year, pa? A year?
A year.
No, it was not.
It's a year, just a year.
Oh, yes.
And then you came, you said you're gonna see your
Yeah.
children. And that you're coming back.
Come back.
Yeah, yeah.
And you left?
We put money in the bank,
Yeah,
you know?
I put it, the same day, Daddy.
$1,500.
I come, I put the money in bank, $1,500 in bank. And I print a ticket,
A receipt, a receipt.
ticket from the deposit. And I come over there in the airport. He said, you cannot go, why? He said, no, you have a store, you have a car. No, I didn't have a car. I have a car, but but the store, I leave a manager in the store. They call,
Who was the manager? Who did you leave?
Ramon,
Ramon, okay.
It was not a big deal.
Then
Right.
I don't know, we have to put
then
somebody from the communist.
Right.
Communist.
then I said, then they come to an investigation. And they said, you cannot go. Why you cannot go? They told me, look at. And I go to see my children. In 1969, 61, I go over there. 1950, I was there. I was son in college. I was over there. And I come back. I put yesterday, I put $1,500 in the bank. If I didn't come back, why I put the money in the bank? And they said, okay.
You know,
Have to go.
you send us a letter.
When you came to the United States, where did you go?
Okay, let's have.
I know that,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
Lenny's
but
to in Pahokee.
Anna Levine waiting in the airport
Uh-huh.
with the husband and everything to take us. But they talked with Carl, and Carl said, no, he cannot go, he stay with us. We have business for him. And he said, okay, they come with Leon. Leon Rose was there living in Miami Beach, and they come to Leon's house and said goodbye. Tomorrow they got to leave.
She was so disappointed she was not to go there.
disappointed, want to go
But she was to stay
with a partner. So
with Elena.
How long were you in Pahokee?
in
A year and a
Pahokee,
A year and a half.
we go in Pahokee in May 3rd, 1962. And we up to October 1963, we opened the store in Indiantown.
Why did you go to Indian Town?
Because our
Jamaica.
son, 8th birthday,
Finished college.
finished college and
He wanted,
he want to make us the store to make some money and he help us. We don't know to talk too well English. Too well no, we don't know to talk. And he helped us a lot and we make money together. You know?
How long were you in Indian Town?
Until 1972. 1963 to 72. 9 years.
Then you retired
Yeah.
Retired 1972.
and came here to this apartment,
Yeah.
7900 Tatum Waterway in Miami Beach,
Yeah.
apartment 501,
Yeah.
overlooking the ocean.
1973.
Right, till now. Okay, thank you, love you.
Thank you, everything, take your plan. You can make it there.
Yeah, thank God.
Now you're gonna tell everybody, whoever's gonna see that film, because it's gonna be your family, that you love them. You have to tell them that.
You love him a lot.
Yeah.
No, but you love everybody that's gonna watch, all your great grandchildren and the great
We
grandchildren.
got to
Everybody,
love him.
family.
If we're not here, we still got to love him. All of them. Because we love the family. But that is our nature, you know?
So
Love.
we are happy to have a family like you and your wife.
Thank you.
Of children. Everybody, yeah.
Okay.
And the daughter's children. We
Interested in
don't,
electric house.
we don't